Okay, for real now. Can you guys hear me okay? We are recording. I'm on my way to Mailbag. People requested teaspoons, so I stopped to pick him up. I got him right here, but I still have to put away his food. So give me 1 second. And I hope you can hear me. I will be right back. Oh, okay. I know you can still hear me. I feel like I was going to put that back and do something else, wasn't I? Well, no, now I don't know what it was. So I guess what I'm going to do is sit over here, and we're going to check to see if everybody can hear me and see me. Tommy. Let's see here. There we go. Okay, good. I can be heard. And how's the camera looking? I should have brought something different to sit on, but we'll get there. Thanks for blocking my crotch there, Maggie. Appreciate that. You should go sit a little closer to the camera. Okay, or don't. Let me grab a pillow. Let me grab a pillow real quick. So I think the plan is for us to do 2 days of Mailbag. I know it doesn't look like there's that much here, and we might get through it, and that would be cool if we did. That's fine with me. But if we don't, I'd like to end it on the early side and pick it up again tomorrow. That way we can get caught up and I can give everything the proper appreciation. But I think, look out, buddy. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Everybody's trying to follow me into the closet over here. Not good. Okay, let's see. I was saying about tomorrow. I had some other reason that I wanted to try to do tomorrow instead of try to finish it all today, but I can't. It was a good one, too, whatever it was. It was a good reason. Just take my word for that. Just be like, oh, that was a good reason. You should do that, okay? There we go. We're all on the same page now. I like that. Solidarity. Okay. Yeah, if it comes to me, I will let you know. All right. As for news of the week, okay. First off, I missed Mailbag. Not Mailbag. I missed my close-up yesterday for my week of close-ups, so I guess now we know how many days in a row you can expect Mr. A to do close-up when he's obligated. The answer is the same as how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll. Pop. Apparently it's like 3, right? Anyway, that doesn't mean I'm done. I'm not just giving up at this point. I'm going to try to continue my pick up a new streak. That's what you do, right? We got our dailies in this MMO. And I missed a day, so I got to start from 0, but build it back up again, right? What else happened this week? We brought the kids to the vet for their very first vet visit. That's the little... Oh, that was the other reason. See, there we go. That was the other reason that I wanted to do tomorrow upstairs. Goodness. All right. I need some more coffee, but I think you guys get the idea, so you can talk through the rest of it, and I'm just going to sit here and drink this while you guys intro Mailbag, and then we'll do the letters, okay? You got this. I'll just wait. Tomorrow I was hoping that we would get through some of this and there would be just a little bit less mail, and then tomorrow there's no reason I wouldn't carry it upstairs, and we can do tomorrow with the kids in the annex, I think. On that note, the kids did go to the vet this week. They're all in perfect health as far as the vet can tell. Their mom went with too. She had a number of things in her blood work that were just a tiny bit off. But they weren't far enough off that anybody would normally be concerned about them, so they weren't, so it's no big deal. She's basically perfectly healthy. In fact, Dr. P said she'd be fine with going right ahead with the spay. She just wishes that she would gain a little more weight because she's so skinny, and that also is probably contributing to those numbers being a little bit off in so many ways. It's just the fact that her body is so stressed, from everything that she's been through. So I agree. I think that all makes perfect sense. So that's it just rings true to me. Not that my opinion matters very much, but I guess it's it's what I base my judgment on. So it helps. And we scheduled it for I don't know, it was a few weeks actually, a few weeks out, because I wanted to give her the best chance that she had to put some of that weight on while still being able to use the blood work from, this week as, the blood work for her spay, to use those numbers and not have to come in again to get new blood work before it. So that's the deal for her. She's going to get her spay. Meanwhile, you might have already seen her wandering around in a suit. The suit is there so that their kitten stop nursing, and hopefully she can put on some weight. She's still definitely having some poop and pee issues. I really don't understand what's going on there yet, but we checked her out for, like I said, we checked her for infection. We did blood work, we did urinalysis, we did a fecal analysis. Can't find anything physically wrong with her. So I suspect it's just stress. Again, that's not unusual for a mom cat, especially at this stage when their kittens are just being weaned. They want to come back into the general population. Their body's starting to go into heat again, and there's got all this stuff going on. Plus, being drained of all their calories and sleep, and it's probably got serious dad brain going on. Like, you can understand why she might be pooping in strange places and have there be no reason except that she's just overwhelmed right now, and I would believe that. So. At least it's relatively easy to clean up, so that at least is good, and we'll just take care of her until we get it sorted out and get it solved. But the funny thing, the ironic thing then, is that her kittens all seem to be doing a perfect job of using the litter box every time. Haven't seen any messes that are outside the box in several days at least, and they only have the big kid box now. They don't have the little kid box. So what that says to me is that they're basically ready to be moved downstairs. These kids, I'm realizing, never officially got moved downstairs either. They just got turned loose, didn't they? So I'd like to start working on that, because I think the little kids especially seem very adventurous, and they need to get out and start running around a little bit more and see new things. It's time for them to explore something that's not just their room. So that'll be something that we'll want to work on one way or another. Until I get the chance to clean up the room down here and move them down, we'll probably take extra steps to give them more spa visits, since I haven't actually seen any of them pass the spa exam yet, which is, I think I've mentioned, to see them go from the bed all the way to the litter box in the bathroom and then back all the way to the bed again, that's when I know, okay, they can get around, they know where to poop, and they're fine staying in the spa. None of them have done that full thing yet, but I've definitely put them in the litter box, and then I walk away and let them find their way back to the bed, and they do that fine. So I've got pretty good faith that they'll figure it all out, but they still have to pass the test before they're ready for their overnight. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's the week. I guess I should double check and make sure I didn't do something like hit a button and I've just been talking to myself. So let's check that real quick, and then we will start reading some letters. I don't see anybody complaining they can't hear me or anything else. I do see that Teaspoon now is the current record holder for the kitten the longest amount of time at KA. And obviously then he's going to continue to break that record every day, just like you said. Who was that said that? I should give a name so I'm not just stealing a good line and not giving any credit. Oh, it was Stockholm Ed. Oh, look at that. I think you changed the capitalization in your name when they had us all change our names, and so I don't immediately recognize it anymore. It's funny what a little thing can throw you off like that, right? Okay. All righty. Well, let's open some letters with a letter opener, perhaps. There we go. This first one is addressed to Chris and DJ. Oh, you know what? I saw the green knife. I think it fell out in the cabinet over there, and I saw it the other day in there and noted it and didn't put it back. And so now I won't have it, will I? Okay, just a note. Okay. Oh, hey, look at that. Can I use this thing? I mean, literally, can I use it? I don't know. Let's find out. Anyway, this has a envelope that has some letterhead on it. The envelope says it is from Fur Kids Rescue Shelter's Sanctuary, Georgia's largest animal rescue. How about that? Pretty cool. And it is a letter to us, I'm hoping, because somebody gave them a donation. Let's see what it says. Aw, this is so sweet. Fur Kids is privileged to receive a generous donation made in your honor. Aw, that's so sweet. I don't want to This is Etch and Trace, I think. That's why the name looks so familiar. I don't know people's human names, and you didn't use your nickname here, but I do say they included your note that says, "Oh wow, oh I see. You donated to sponsor a trip of the that trip that goes up and down the coast with the mom cat. It brings us the mom cats. You sponsored basically the shelter that does the travel for our mom cats. So let me just take 1 second to explain to people that have no idea what I'm talking about. The way that we get a lot of our mom cats, because we are now in Connecticut, and in Connecticut, just like when we were in Illinois, the mom cat season is a little bit limited during the year. I say that with a weird tone because it sounds like I'm disappointed by that. I am not disappointed by that. That's probably a good thing. But it means that we specialize in pregnant mom cats, and we like to kind of stick to that as much as possible because we're good at it, and we should, apply that where we can. So during the seasons, when we can't find a pregnant mom cat at our local DAWs or the local shelters in general, DAWs will get in contact with shelters in Georgia, like probably Fur Kids. I don't know for sure, but I will find out for sure if that's the one. I really don't know. So anyway, they get in touch with these shelters that they say, oh, we've got this pregnant mom cat, or these pregnant mom cats, do you want them? And DAWs will say to us, hey, can you take this pregnant mom cat? It's at this shelter. We're going to have it up this weekend if you can take it. And I will say, of course, yes. So then the shelter in Georgia puts it on like a big van. They pack in all these dogs and cats. It's mostly dogs, if I'm honest. But, I think most rescue is mostly dogs, probably by numbers. I don't know. Anyway, my point is that they put all these dogs and cats in individual crates in a van, and they drive them up the coast, I think, pretty much every weekend. And they're probably not the only shelter that does this. And I know we did the exact same thing in Illinois, except they were driving them up, through the center of the United States from Texas, or more likely I think we got a bunch of ours from Tennessee. I think we had maybe one that came as far as Texas, if that. But Kentucky, Tennessee, sort of the middle place where it's warm all the time, so they have more often, so they have more mom cats getting pregnant more often. The breeding season is longer, so they say. So we did the same thing there, and that's what this is about. Is someone, I guess, Etch and Trace's adopter trying to give a donation to the shelters on the other end that arranged that, which I think is so sweet. And also, I wanted to mention that DAWs has specifically said thank you to us for all the people who have donated to DAWs and said, in the name of Kitten Academy or whatever. And I really appreciate that. I appreciate you doing it on this end. I appreciate you doing it on that end. I appreciate you donating to your local shelter if they have nothing to do with us at all. There's a lot of people that do this same kind of work, and it's never enough people. And it's probably never enough money either. That's another reason why we try not to be any burden on DAWs, by paying for the medical and all that stuff. And you guys help a lot with that too. You're wonderful. Okay, we're going to move on. So thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. Okay, this one has Pete Seeger as a stamp. I did not know that was a thing. How about it? All right. And I see there must be a donation right here. Oh, that's very, very generous. Thank you so much. I'm going to tuck that right in here, and I want to let you know, you and anybody else that has sent us a check donation, if you send us a check and it's made out to Kitten Academy, I will cash it in due time. And I've been historically very slow at getting around to doing that, and I don't want you to think that means I appreciate it any less. If it represents anything, it's just, sort of my hesitance to accept so much generosity from people. But really, I think what it represents is just my fundamental inability to get my butt to the bank and do that. There's a process of opening an account, and I tried to do it once already, a couple times already, and it's been a hassle for one reason or another. And I think I've finally got everything lined up to do it. And I just haven't been back yet. So here's your letter. That was a long-winded way of saying thank you so much because your donation is super generous. I really appreciate it. You said, hi, Mr. A. 6 years ago, my brother Richard introduced me to Kitten Academy, and we're still big fans. KA is still a highlight of our day, every day. Hi, Teaspoon. I'm writing to ask a special favor. Oh my goodness, Rich celebrates a milestone birthday this week, checking the date, last week, and is always on hand for Mailbag. Would you be so kind as to wish him a happy birthday, preferably with cats and kittens present, but I understand if they are camera shy that day. Over the years, Rich has invited many friends to watch KA, and I'm hoping they'll get to see this special mention. I've enclosed a check to thank you and DJ for all you do and to honor Rich for sharing the joy that is Kitten Academy and for his lifelong love of cats. That's all for now. Thanks again from Janet. That's Janet, who's Janet on Discord. That's great. Janet and Rich, thank you both so much. Rich, happy birthday. I'm sorry I am a week late. And I'm especially sorry I'm a week late because I was busy playing video games. That seems terrible, but I hope you got to do something you enjoyed for your birthday, just like I got to do something I enjoyed for your birthday. I hope it was good for you. So, and a little raindrop here probably hopes it was good too. I was going to grab Teaspoon, but I think he went and dove into a box. I think they're playing in a box in there. I wonder if I can get that on the camera for you guys while we're sitting here and distracted anyway. We're not in any big hurry today, are we? We've already planned on doing this 2 days so we can get the kittens tomorrow. Let's just see what we got here. This counts as my close-up for today, by the way. I just want you to know that part, okay? Well, I'm going to probably put this camera on because they're all over there playing, but it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, and I think you'll see why. All right, here we go. Hopefully now that we put this on, of course, they're going to all come in here to play. That's fine, too. All right, let's keep moving. Rich, happy birthday one more time. I hope it was a good one for you. I honestly do, and I really appreciate it. Okay. Rich and Janet it was, I believe, so thank you both very, very much. All right, Tanya with a J, it says here. Tanya with a J on the outside, so we know that. And on the inside, what do we have here? Oh, very cute letterhead. It's a very, very cute letterhead. It says, Dear Mr. A and Dr. DJ, it's Tuesday and almost 5 o'clock a.m. and you've just come in to feed the petty cash. I'm pulling an all-nighter trying to redesign my mom's business cards for her upcoming craft show tomorrow. Lining on the front and back side of the cards has been giving me grief. Anyway, I've had the KA live stream playing on our other monitor and noticed that none of the cameras went to the usual overnight black and white. I'm guessing you've also pulled an all-nighter. Yeah, this is on the subject, I guess. I've been doing a bit of that since my video game was released, and I basically took the week to just enjoy it. But I've got to get now back to regular work and hours, I think. You said, as usual, the games came, the games, man, as usual, the girls came quickly from the beanbag chair until joined them as you scooped their food into the dish. Smells like a barn, you guys. Come on, you said as you cleaned the litter box. Then you went and carried the boys from the beanbag chair over to the food dish, a job never ending for sure. For me, it's almost 3 a.m. as Utah's in the mountain time zone. I really should get some sleep. I hope you did. I must say, speaking of time, I just can't believe it's almost time for the petty cashes to go to their 6-week vet appointment next week. I love this 5-week age. It seems like the months are just whizzing by. No one tells you when you're young that as you get older, time goes by faster. That's a lesson I will be teaching my nieces and nephews. A good little line I can write in their birthday cards. You've got more here. I just want to say, I've been thinking about that a lot lately, and I was told all kinds of things like that as a child and as a young man and throughout my life. And I just have to say, I just don't think you can appreciate it. It's like travel to a foreign country where no matter how much people tell you about it, no matter how much you try to be enlightened and to understand it and to try to experience it. Maybe you read about it and maybe you go look things up on the internet and maybe you talk to people and you try to, but until you've been there, you're just incapable of understanding the true experience of it. And I think travel's like that, and I think getting old can be the same way. So here we go. It's good to try to warn them, though. I think what the line that sticks with me the most about it is youth is wasted on the young. Actually, I think the way I heard the line is life is wasted on the living, but that was I read more funny stuff. So let's see. My last note was super short and handwritten. I'd included a few of the gift bag endowments I do. You mentioned you liked the paper and that my printed writing was nice and then showed it to the camera. Thanks for the compliments. It made my heart happy that day. I have a fond 5th grade memory of my teacher, Mr. Sharp, announcing to the class that I was the only one that got an A in handwriting. Everybody else apparently misspelled it because it's right there at the beginning. Another thing that made my heart happy is when I turned on the TV Monday afternoon and got the live stream loaded up. The petty cash kids were sleeping on the beanbag chair, and Ledger had his head leaning back to the sky with his face mostly toward the camera. Oh, those tiny kitten lips. He's becoming such a handsome little dude. I couldn't help but smile super big. Really was sweet and really made me feel such joy. I hope everyone that watches Kitten Academy feels this way. I love all these tinies. Though I mentioned Farthing's little face I'm partial to, each tiny is unique and just so gorgeous. I need to buy or make myself a t-shirt that says I just want all the cats, and there's a picture here of a t-shirt that says I just want all the cats, because how would I ever choose just one? I want all the petty cash. For that matter, I want Sprouty, Raindrop, and my Drizz. I wish I could take them, but the timing is off for us now. It's off for us now. Your love and kindness for these little felines and their moms will bring you blessings in heaven. I'm certain of that, my friends. Thank you for all the hard work it takes to do what you do. Love and hugs from Utah. That's Tanya with a J on YouTube and now on Discord, and Leo, of course. Thank you so much. Tanya with a J, I appreciate hearing from you. That's a wonderful letter, and I'm glad that I got a chance to respond to some of it in line. I really appreciate it. So, yeah. All right, this one, Fozzie Bear, it says on the outside, and it also says Fragile. So there we go. It's got the KA logos on it as well, so this is someone who knows what's what. I know we've gotten some cards from Fozzie Bear, perhaps the Fozzie Bear in the past. Let's see, it feels like it's been a little while, though. What is all this? We've got the CNY Cat Coalition. How cool. This is even better than a local paper. It's like a local shelter paper. That's super cool. Okay, I really want to take a look at that. Oh, and you've also sent this. Thank you. Okay to read on stream. So cute. Oh, and another generous donation. Wow. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, so this is such a cool card. I didn't even know if this was for me at first, but it really is. The way it's printed just makes it look so professional. I mean, the font is, I say so professional, and you're looking at this wild font, but it really is well put together. It says, Dear Mr. A, Dr. DJ, and fellow academicians, you know what, every time. I should learn I should look up one of those things on YouTube that tells you how to pronounce a word, have them say that word for me once so I have it in my head. I wanted to share with you my heartfelt thanks for all that you do for the mom, cats, and kittens, and to let you know what an inspiration it has been for me. I recently became semi-retired, which has afforded me the time and opportunity to volunteer with our local cat coalition. It's been very rewarding and incredibly fulfilling to be a small part of this vitally important service. The challenging work that K.A., Dawes, Dr. Katz, and Dr. P have chosen to undertake is admirable, and you all do a fantastic job. This is such a wonderful community to be a part of, and I enjoy the humor, camaraderie, and compassion that we all share. Kudos to the awesome people who bring us KA Con and the admins who keep Discord a great place to hang out. All the best, Fozzie Bear on Discord. P.S. I hope a few folks can fill in some bingo squares with this fancy card. Mew. So sweet. All right, let me put your donation right in here. And look at these cuties. Boots, Lucy Smoky, Szechuan. What a great name. Majestic, Waffles, and Panther. Not ready for primetime kitties from our adoption center who look suspiciously like Kitten Academy faculty. They do, actually. It could be looking at a lineup of the faculty, especially when you put them together like this. You know, it really makes that point. That's super cute. So that's at the CNY Cat Coalition. You can adopt our stunt doubles for the faculty. Very cool. All right. Really, really sweet. Oh, and your kids are on the back. Winnie and Emmy. Very sweet. Fozzie Bear, thank you so much, and I'm excited to read more about that. I'm so glad that we have maybe been part of that inspiration for doing that. I'm just glad that you're doing it, whether we really helped inspire it too much or not. I'm so glad about that. My mom has been volunteering at her local shelter too, and I know several other people have written to say that they've started either doing that or fostering in part or in full because they watched us, and it makes me so happy because shelters can always use more people. I was saying earlier about how that they always need more, and people is one of those things that they always need more of. I know that Dawes in particular was so proud of the fact that during their remodeling and during COVID, they managed to transition to being a 100% foster shelter, at least temporarily. And I think that's so great because that's really how it should be. I think if animal shelters had their druthers, phrase I love, that they would have every animal be fostered. It's so much better for the animal to be in someone's home and cared for, and with space and interaction and all this. And they get those things at the shelter to a certain degree, but it's never the same. It's always more stressful, and you just know that if you could, you'd want them in people's homes, which was a long-winded way of saying if you can volunteer at your local shelter or foster, you really should. It helps everybody. So, all right, here we have a beautiful leopard sitting on the savannah, and it says, inside we have a beautiful drawing of a kitty, and it says, "Dear Chris, Dr. DJ and all at Kitten Academy, just wanted to say we're loving watching the updates on the newest kittens. They're all super cute and amazing. Love each and every one. Keep up the good work, and thank you very much for being awesome and generous, sharing all your fur babies with everybody. You are truly special. With love, Serena and family in London, England." Wow, so sweet. And then you've drawn your cat Theo, age 3, and it's a really cute little floofy drawing. I can tell Theo must be a super floof. That's great. I love that drawing too. It's almost like you draw a cloud and then you put a cat head on top and you have a floofy cat. That must be exactly what Theo looks like. Very sweet. Thank you. Is it Serena and family, I believe? Thank you very, very much. Super sweet. Thank you guys all so much for the cards. I love getting cards and letters and getting to read what you've said and written, and it's my favorite part of the mailbag. So let me take just a short break here to get a sip and check everything, and then we'll move on. I won't turn my mic off, though, so you have to listen to that. It's probably getting the sound of me swallowing directly. Let's also see here. Oh, good. I was going to switch that camera back, but somebody beat me to it. Serenity, that was just her making those little noises that were the come play or come see what I brought you noises, and she did, in fact, bring a fur toy, but she dropped it just outside the door before she swaggered in and sat down like, look, I've provided for the entire family by bringing you this dead piece of fur. Okay, let's see. These things are letter adjacent, at least. So let's see what we got over here. Oh, excuse me. Wow, how rude. This one says etch and trace on it. So did I put that little letter opener back, the fancy? It is amazing, my ability to misplace and lose things that I'm holding, But there you have it. That's just the way I am. So I just have to keep moving. I guess those razor ones really are nicer, aren't they? Okay, this says etch and trace on the outside. I think I said that. Etch and trace. And inside, quite a package. Oh, wow. What is all of this? Master of Puppetry to share knowledge at Unique Camp. Printed June 9th. Color versions online at AugustaGoodNews.com. Okay. Well, it is an article about puppets and a puppet show. And the puppet show appears to be called The Black Cat, but I don't know what else it means yet. Let's find out. There's a cat in a bowl. It says table decor. Yep, that makes sense to me. In here it says, Dear Mr. A and DJ, see the back of the card for the story of Choro, the cat, on the front of the card. I've put the rest in the folded type letter, which is fine to read on stream. Etch, trace, and they're human on the approximate occasion of their second birthday. Happy second birthday, Choro. Let's see, lost and found in the hamlet of Burton on Vashon. It is a treasure trove of antiques, passionate animal lover. Choro is one of 2 feral kittens from the North End. He's found his home at last. Oh, that's so sweet. He's a cutie. Love those little white paws. All right, you say here, Dear Mr. A, I know you like to receive small-town newspapers, but Augusta, GA, is a city with a corporate rag of a local paper. It's one-time independent arts newspaper, the Metro Spirit, went belly up about a decade ago. I really miss it, as I had gotten used to this type of paper while studying in Durham, NC, the Independent, and New Haven, CT, the Advocate, years ago. Those 2 papers have been absorbed into other entities for decades now. Yeah, I think that's another reason why I kind of enjoy the local papers, is it really is a dying thing. I expect that like payphones, in another couple decades, it will be so rare to see one that you'll take a picture of it and send it in to 2600 magazine, It's something. So anyway, I recently learned of an online-only Augusta publication, Augusta Good News, that takes on some of the roles and stories that the Metro Spirit used to provide. I printed a couple of these stories that caught my eye during last week's mailbag and enclosed them with a card. One is about an area puppeteer who has worked as a recreational therapist at a school for adults with disabilities. The other is a reflection on a journalist/storyteller who had recently passed away. Etch and Trace will be 2 on Sunday, September the 3rd. I will, of course, give them all the love and toys and play in honor of their birthday, but also want to express my gratitude and joy to you and DJ. Also, to Dawes and to Fur Kids in Atlanta, the shelter from which I adopted their big brother uncles, Elvis and Ronnie. I know you most appreciate gifts for the KA kittens and mom cats and to the shelters, not only Dawes, but also our local shelters, so I've made one gift to Fur Kids that you may get a separate note from them about, and have inquired with Dawes about another. Fur Kids participates in the Interstate Transfer Coalition that sends cats, kittens, dogs, and puppies from GA shelters to partners in northern states. I don't know if this program is the specific one that transports mom cats from Georgia up to Dawes and Kitten Academy, but it caught my eye when I saw that I could sponsor a trip, including vet expenses for the animals and paying for the driver and gasoline. So I did that. Yay, Etch and Trace. I'm also looking into buying 2 brick pavers for a walkway into the new Dawes facility with Etch and Trace's names, a long-term memento from the Tiny Paints artists. That's all for now. Best wishes to all KA residents from 2 of your many sweetest alums, Etch and Trace, and their human who wrote this letter. Thank you so much. I think it's wonderful that your letter and that came in the same mailbag. We really put those together. And yeah, like I said, it's such a wonderful, generous thing to do, and just really sweet. I'm glad you got to do that. I'm glad you decided to do that for us and for them and for Etch and Trace and for all the kitties. It really is wonderful. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, Dawes is there. I guess I should probably just mention that Dawes is getting ready for their big annual gala. I still don't know if I'm going to go. I'm conflicted because I know I should, and I also know how I am about attending events in general, and it's like that I go to KA Con is something that even the KA Con planners don't take for granted, and I think it's really sweet and funny that they don't. But it also speaks, I think, to a certain truth. So that's not my point. My point was that Dawes is doing their gala, and not only are they doing their gala, as every year, you can do sponsorships for that. And this year they are taking some time out to recognize KA in a video segment. We're sharing a video segment with, I think, with a particular dog that's been adopted. So I think that's good company for us, and I hope it's a good segment. I was like a bumbling moron, like I always am, but they promised it would be heavily edited, and I kept like going back to that during the interview for the segment, saying, "I know it's going to be heavily edited, right?" So yeah, they'll probably have a montage. It'd probably just be a montage of me saying those words. Anyway, so yeah, that'll be happening at the gala too, and that should be really cool. But whether you could go to that or not, you can still do things like yeah, buy one of the pavers. They're selling the bricks with your names on them at the new facility they're building, which is also really cool. So all really, really cool stuff. All right, this is interesting. I almost feel like I'm being sued or something because it's priority tracked mailed for something that's got to be a letter. So let's just see here if I'm opening a summons on air or if this is something else. Time to find out. Well, it definitely has a note. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Well, interesting. Very, very interesting. Oh, hey, fun. Oh, I see. Somebody sent us a book of stamps. It may have been misordered. Maybe they meant to send it to themselves, but it is sent to Mr. A from USPS, so probably didn't mean make a mistake. It's probably intentional. And I can see how it's really cool. What you sent us was a sheet of stamps, and we do use stamps. We use them pretty rarely, but I definitely go through them. And they are the James Webb Space Telescope stamps. How cool is that? I didn't know that they had done this. But you find stamps. They do so many really cool sort of themed stamps these days now at the post office. I really like it. And this is just a great image on this too. Wow. Is that an actual photograph? And then they've like photoshopped in the spacey background to make it look cool? Or it's hard to tell from this, but really beautiful. Wow. Well, those are so fun. Thank you for sending those. I guess the USPS doesn't really let you leave a note, though. I will mention that this is way better than a summons. So thank you. I'm sure somebody will reach out to take full blame and credit for the James Webb Space Telescope stamps. Very cool, though. Very cool. You know, when I was a kid, I don't know that I think I mentioned recently about my dad having a big coin collection and how cool I thought that was. And there was a book of I want to say it was a book of Agatha Christie mysteries, but they were Agatha Christie like short story mysteries that were kind of more geared toward kids that I read as a kid. And one of the mysteries was centered around a stamp collector. And I always thought that sounded like a really cool hobby ever since I read, that particular mystery story. Just, I guess not one that I ever thought was cool enough to get involved in somehow. but I always felt a certain affinity towards it for that reason. So, what did I just open? My goodness, as I was talking, I guess, let's see. I wasn't paying too much attention, but I should because there's some gorgeous pen and watercolor work in here. It says loom and basket weave. This one has some tents with the KA logo. It says Argyle and herringbone. These are really good. Wow, this is so cool. This is Ari telling ghost stories. Oh, don't bite these. Please do not bite these. They're not to be bitten. This one isn't labeled, but it's a beautiful sort of, who is it, Munch that I'm thinking of with the style of these little swirls and things here. Here we have some kittens in a, what do you call that? Tiny Paints and Tommy. It sure is, look at that. And here we have a Christmas tree with all the kittens in the Christmas tree and a giant messed up ball of Christmas tree lights that a kitten has rolled up like you might roll up a yarn ball. That's very cute too. Wow, and it says Tiny Paints Christmas. Wow, that's so great. That is amazing. Wow, even more. Here we have Loom with looking at her little kittens affectionately. You really captured the expression on her face there too. You can tell how loving it is. These are a bunch of kittens in a tree shape. Here we have Port's graduation day. Aw, with me booping her nose. So sweet. And we also have Port right here. And a lovely, this is Flower in the Bready Bunch, and it's backed with another sketch, a figure of a jelly bean cat. Beautiful. Look at those faces, too. I mean, that really has captured that Flower face, hasn't it? Flower's little grumpy Flower face. So perfect. Maggie, this is amazing. You sent so much. This looks just like little Maggie. Maggie, what do you think of that? You got her expression, too. You're so good at cat expressions. Oh, my goodness. Truffle and Mac in our little fireplace. Oh, so sweet. Wow, this is really covering a lot of ground, too. These are fantastic. Tilbury. And this looks like truffle. Yes, of course, it says it is truffle. Oh, this is so beautiful. Okay, Mr. A and Dr. DJ, thank you for all you do and have done for so many cats and kittens over the years. You've blessed so many lives, from the felines you've rescued and raised to their new families, to the massive ripple effect through the countless members of the Kitten Academy community. Finding your YouTube channel inspired us to foster kittens through our local no-kill cat shelter, Homeless Animal Rescue Team of Maine. That's great. That's a great acronym, too. That brought, I mean, it sounds, Homeless Animal Rescue Team sounds like an A-team thing, and then Heart. That's great. That brought so much joyous chaos to our home after several years without whiskered staff on premises. Our fostering only lasted for a year, as Sammy, a singleton who became our first foster fail, turned out to have Khaleesi virus. She loved helping with the other babies until her diagnosis, so we adopted a brother for her. As a baby, Elton was glued to the screen whenever KA was on. He would even run to the screen from wherever he was when he heard the ambient academy noise, and especially when he heard Mr. A's voice. They now both enjoy watching. Here are some watercolors and drawings from when I first started watching. I've been meaning to send these for quite some time, and it turns out that in due time is now. Please feel free to use however you'd like, as well as the postcards of QP and Clyde and DJ in the truck with the pumpkins and Christmas tree. I haven't been able to paint much since welcoming Zoomies back into our home, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. We were moved to join Patreon Discord earlier this year after several tinies gained their wings. We can't thank you enough for giving us the courage to foster and for providing a great example of how to manage the highs and lows of it all. With much appreciation and all the best wishes, Amy, Matt, Sammy, and Elton. And I see we've got some signatures here, too, I would like to share with everybody. These are amazing little watercolors that you've done. I love every single one. And I need to put them all together with, with your cards so I can keep them hopefully undamaged or mostly undamaged. I guess it's okay if a cat helps sign something, but this is so cute. This is why we just said her name too because we were just looking at her. Anyway, look, we got different pieces of food that we can stick into the mouth here. We have a cookie she can steal. We have a piece of pizza. We have a piece of chicken. It's interactive, and I love that. I love interactive art. I was going to say something about that the other day. I was having some kind of a shower thought about how art and craft can be so difficult to tell apart sometimes, and I think this is one of those things that really bridges the line between art and craft because it is interactive and fun like you expect a craft to be and kind of folksy. But it's definitely fine art. I mean, that is fantastic, just fantastic. Wow. Really great job of capturing all the cat's expressions, too, like I said. You're a wonderful artist, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate having so much of your work here to enjoy and probably to hang eventually. Like I always say, one of the reasons that our walls are so bare is we've been in a perpetual state of, well, we're just about to move again, and we'll put stuff up as soon as we settle down, which so far has just failed to happen on schedule. I don't know what I did. I guess don't know what I did with the envelope I took this out of, so I'm going to tuck these in here to try to keep them safe with a piece of cardboard. And why not the stamps, too? Let's just put all that together. Okay. Anyway, my point was going to be our walls are very bare. I did put up a few things not too long ago, and I'm really enjoying that. Maybe I'll put up some more. But we are once again in the state of, well, in a couple years, we're expecting to probably move. Oh, wow, I think it was this one that I took it out of. And DJ actually burned this morning. She was sorting some things on the counter and had set this like on the burner of the stove or next to it and accidentally bumped it and turned it on. So we're all so lucky that went quickly and didn't do anything more than get the Tyvek, because that would have been a real shame. Okay, moving right along, I guess. That's fantastic. Really, though, it is. That's an amazing artwork. Thank you so much. Okay, this on the outside says it is from Mishi60. This is such a cute little sticker here. It says Happy Mail, and it has a little kitten in a balloon basket. It's so sweet. Okay. You are determined to chew on, I mean, we've got so much stuff here you could be biting on. It's the one object that you shouldn't be chewing on. That's the one thing that you want to make sure you chew on, huh? Oh, for crying out loud. Okay. Okay. Wow, look at that. We have layers of tissue. Oh, what is this, though? What is all this? This is so interesting. Oh, can't miss these stickers that they put in, too. All right. So this says, one for everyone. The other can go with little red teaspoon. What a cute card. I think this was written by a merchant that sort of sent this for you. They did such a great job with it. The merchant is Neko Kokeshi. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's Neko. And the second word is Kokeshi. And they are on Etsy, apparently, or at neko.kokeshi. And it says, cats can really fly, apparently. Okay. So here we have a little catnip kicker that has some roosters on it. We have some adorable extra stickers that they put in to go along with all the stickers that they put on everything else, and I really like these. Oh, huh. This sticker is it even a sticker? I don't think it is. Is it? Maybe it is. I can't tell anymore, but it's got little cutouts for the paws so you could have the paws hang over something. This appears to be a bumblebee catnip bag. It's very cute. I love the little bee pattern on there. And then this says, toilet paper cat toy. The toilet paper roll they can happily destroy. And it's even wrapped like a toilet paper roll. And so is this one. Oh, I see. So that must be what this is as well. That's so cute how they are wrapped like a toilet paper roll. That's adorable. But we have to open one, don't we? Oh, they also sent a pen. And the pen has a pen cap that is I think it's a pen with a pen cap. Oh, there we go. Indeed. It's not a pen, though. It's a stylus. Ooh, that's even more fun than a pen, isn't it? Hey. Anyway, the stylus has a cap that is a kitten. I don't know if I would go out of my way to hang on to and use a pen, but a stylus I will go out of my way to hang on to and use, I bet. This is cute. That's weird, though. Oh, you know what? I'm a dummy. Oh, wow, it's very fine ink pen. That's just a cap to keep it from drying out. Okay, well, I may be slow, but at least I'm stupid. All right, so let's try it out. Toilet paper cat toy from Mishi60, I assume. Oh, hey, look at that. It really does look like a toilet paper roll, and it's got a little bit here that they can pull on. And I just wanted to see, could you theoretically put it on a toilet paper roll if you wanted to? And indeed, it has a hole that goes all the way through the middle, and they've stuffed the middle with additional catnip toys because they're just that cool. What a great thing. I love this one. This little fish print is really cute. So is the bees. They're all very cute. This is just adorable stuff. So I assume the other roll's the same. I'm going to leave it wrapped up for now. One for everyone. The other one can go with a little red teaspoon. So I will actually set this aside for teaspoon, I suppose. And this can be shared by everyone. Now, I don't know why you decided to send this. It's cute, it's funny, it's adorable. Despite the fact that in all the time that we've had Kitten Academy, we've only had the toilet roll unrolled by a kitten a couple of times. But the funny thing, the ironic thing is that one of those times that happened, and it was pretty dramatic, they unrolled the entire thing just last week, I think, just a few days ago. So I don't know if DJ shared that or if I shared that or if this is just a coincidence. But somebody in this current group discovered the toilet paper roll and thought it was a lot of fun. So this is a chance, I think, for them to maybe have even more fun with it. You know what's going to happen is I am going to actually put it on like the toilet roll down here, since we don't use this bathroom. And then we're going to have guests over, and they're going to use the bathroom, and somebody's going to be like, what am I supposed to do with this? It's going to be awful. It's going to be, can you imagine how awkward that would be? You're at a stranger's house, and you go for the toilet paper, and this is what's there. And then you seriously, you have to ask yourself, like, well, am I supposed to use this? It is! DJ, I just heard DJ yell down, is that toilet paper? She's coming. I will have to explain it to her. It is a cat toy. It's got catnip in it, and it's a toilet paper roll, and you can hang it up. And I was just saying I'm going to hang it in here in the guest bathroom, and they can play with it, and then we'll have a guest over, and they'll use the bathroom, and they'll be sitting there, and they'll see this, and they'll be like, am I supposed to do they expect me to use that? And the question will be, what happens then? Do they use it? Do they yell at us to come and tell them what to do? Do they go look for the toilet paper that's going to be under the sink? Yeah. I think I would be seriously like, I think they want me to use that. Yeah, I'd be like, well, this must be, I guess in their family they use something like like my family had the diapers that you would wash when I was a kid, and they would, the cloth diapers. Like this, is this the toilet paper version of a cloth diaper? I can't wait. This is going to be great. It's going to be so awkward for somebody. Either the scooters, they wouldn't be awkward about it for a minute, though. No. They would just be like, ha ha, very funny, bring me the toilet paper. But more likely it's going to be an adopter who's going to be kind of embarrassed to say anything. I don't know. I might actually put it there, but I'm sure I wouldn't forget, because every time we know someone's coming, I clean that bathroom. So anyway, that's very funny. And there's another one here, to go home with Teaspoon's endowment. Do you know who it was that did this the other day? Do you know who it was?
Oh, no, I don't.
Oh, because if we knew who, we could make sure it went with them. But
because I think I saw someone starting to play with it.
Isn't that cute how it comes?
Later.
Like a toilet roll?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So we'll keep Teaspoons.
Yeah, so this is going for him, yeah. Very cute. Okay. Since this does go with Teaspoon, and this says Teaspoon, and I don't want to write on that tissue because it's such a cute thing, I'm just going to put this with it, maybe if I can, and that way we can remember who it's for without messing it up too much, I hope. Maybe. A piece of tape. If I had a piece of tape, I could just tape it. Boop. Or just lift it. Yeah, I could. Oh, you mean just take a piece from right here?
Where's the rest of that?
No, I got it. Thanks. This is actually going to work. This is clever. Oh, that's perfect. Ding. Little teaspoon. Perfect. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah. Do you want to put? Oh, are you not heading that way? I thought you were heading for the kitchen too. Well, you know what? Nothing. I'm going to keep rolling. Keep rolling. If I have a knife or anything, well, anyway, we'll keep rolling. Okay, I guess I got to pick another one out of here. Ooh, big one, the heavy one. It's not big, but it's heavy. Oh, this says it's from Castata 0902. Okay, Castata. And what you have sent is the cat toy ball, Bell Ball for Cat. And it's so pink and fuzzy and very jingly. Sounds like reindeer coming. For Till's class to be displayed as you see fit. Thank you for all the love you and DJ show from Castata. Castata, thank you for all the love you show. I know I haven't had as much time to chat with everybody as I would like, but I think of that when I mention you, because I think the last time that we shared anything, you had mentioned that you had gone for like this summer service position where You were doing vet work with like mooses and stuff, and you sent me that picture. Crazy, so cool, really, really cool. Anyway, these are really pretty little pink fuzzy balls. They've got a nice weight to them too, so I bet they'll throw really well for the kittens, and a lot of noise they're going to make. They're going to love these. I want to put some out for them right now, but I don't want to put them all out right now. So what I'm going to do is write on it, if I have my regular pen here, I'm going to write till plus, and then I'm going to take one out and put it in my pocket for them. All right, I wrote till plus kids, just in case I don't know what plus means later. I know how my brain doesn't work, you know? All right. The face that our little boy here is making was so silly. I think I missed getting a picture of it already, though. I don't know if he'll do it again. All right, especially not while you're sitting on this. We don't need all that. Okay. All right, well, let's keep rolling. Put this one in my pocket. We'll get that up to the kids. And let's see. I think we're getting close. Maybe this will be the last one for today. And then, yeah. This will be the last one for today. Tomorrow I'll probably go quicker because I won't be reading the letters, and I'll make an effort to keep us on track a little better. And like I said, tomorrow we can do upstairs with the little tiny tinies. That should be extra fun. They're ready for it. I say tiny tinies, but they're 6 weeks old now. They are old enough to be running around, really, and getting better at it every day. By running around, I mean, you know, free roam like these kids have. They're getting better at it every day. There's still a lot of clash between the tiny tinies and these kids, though, where these kids will hiss, and they're not ready to be friends quite yet. But I know they'll figure it out if we keep introducing them. So yeah. Okay, here we go. There's a note on the top. Ooh, more art. What an artful mailbag this has been this week. I love it. This is so cute, this little pop-up kitty card. Okay, he's adorable. There we go. And a folded up note that says, Dear Mr. A and DJ, I have enjoyed watching Kitten Academy via YouTube for the last few years. I don't have a computer, so Discord would be useless. I love the Saturday mail calls, and I love all the presents that the kittens and cats receive. However, I've noticed the gifts for the headmasters are few and far between. Therefore, I shopped for both you and DJ. With Halloween and colder weather coming to the East Coast, I hope you enjoy them. Sincerely, Dory, a.k.a. Safari Kitty 9632 on YouTube. Safari Kitty 9632 on YouTube. Dory, thank you very, very much. Let's see what you. I think it's really, really, really sweet of you to have thought about DJ and I and to shop for us. I think that is very thoughtful. These are some very fuzzy socks to DJ. I just want to feel these because they look like they feel so nice. So I want to open them a little bit. Oh, they do. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, they're all different cat paws. Oh my goodness, I think these would fit me too. I might have to steal them. So each pair of socks is Maggie, nobody can see anything through your floof. Maggie, you make a better door than a window. Okay. So each pair of socks is a different cat paw. You can see it's got the cute little bottom, and then it's got the top, and they're made out of this really fuzzy wool material that looks like it would be so nice to wear. So thank you so much for those. I'm sure DJ will greatly appreciate them. DJ just recently put through, so now that she's getting into her more senior years of being a fellow and nearly done, I guess, with that, she gets more administrative duties. In fact, I think once you become an attending, you do very little what people think of as doctoring, and a lot of what people think of as paperwork, which I think is going to really be unfortunate. But what was my point? My point was, DJ put through a change in the way that her entire department does scheduling. And she thinks that the rest of the hospital will probably end up following suit. But now they no longer do those crazy 30-hour long shifts. And she gets to be home most weekends. And everybody gets to, go home on time. And it's pretty great, really. So that's why she's here this weekend and why you just saw her a minute ago. But she's still not likely to participate in Mailbag even when she's here. Once upon a time, she did that a little bit more. But I think with all the years that have passed and all this time where she hasn't had to do it because she's been busy and away, she's kind of gotten out of the habit. And now it's hard to get her back into it, So... Wow, this is wrapped. Let's see here. I'm suspecting it's a mug of some variety. Indeed it is. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my goodness. It's not just a cat mug. As you can imagine, we've gotten quite a few cat mugs over the years. It is specifically a cat trick-or-treating as a ghost mug. What a really just beautiful and adorable thing. It's so cute. He's so cute. There's two more, too, that have got to be either similar or identical mugs. Let's take a look here. Let's find out. Let's see. Oh, this is exciting. That's so pretty. I can't believe it's nearly time for me to get the Halloween stuff out. Because I know for certain that it never got fully put away in the basement. There's at least one box of it that is still sitting to be filed down there, along with everything else. So yeah, here we are. This is so cute too. This is really pretty. This is cat pumpkins. It's pumpkins that have little cat faces and little cat ears, and they look very satisfied with themselves. And what's more is this is really nice ceramic, too, where it's been sort of dipped in glaze, and then the bottom has been left unfinished, which is kind of a real cool style. I like that. I like that quite a bit. It's very pretty. And then one more. I suspect this is also a mug based on the shape and the heft. Oh, and the fact I was actually looking at part of it. I just couldn't tell. This is so cute. This is just a little sketch of a cat, but the expression on his face is priceless. It looks so familiar. It may be a meme or something that I'm kind of familiar with. Oh, and on the inside it says meow. It is really, really cute. Wow. Meow. That face, adorable. I love all of them. Wow, thank you very much for the mugs and the socks. That's super thoughtful of you. It's so sweet of you to go shopping and specifically to be thinking of us. It's almost too much, honestly. It's very thoughtful. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. And those are so cute. Obviously, the two of those are going to be great to go with our seasonal stuff. And then this third one, I think I can use all the time. It's really cool. It's got a nice texture to it, too. I don't know what this glaze is that's on here, but it's not just like a standard sort of glaze. That's weird. I don't know what that is. It's got almost I don't know, it's got a real pleasant sort of silicone texture to it, but it's not obviously. It's obviously just part of the ceramic. But it's nice. It's very cool. All right, I like it. Very pleasant all around. Okay, so the rest of this we are going to leave until tomorrow. And tomorrow, I think, as usual for a Sunday mailbag, which is not usual, but when we do them, we almost always do them at 11 o'clock KATZ instead of 10 o'clock. That way, typically, I get to sleep in just a little bit more on Sunday, and I like to do that. So Sunday, tomorrow, 11 o'clock is when we will do the rest of this mailbag, and we will do it upstairs with the kids. There's a little bit more of it left than I thought I was going to have, but we can still take what we've got left and move it up there and do it with the little tinies. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Meanwhile, I'm going to get this stuff cleaned up and put away as best I can, and then we will end the archive, and well, we'll all get on with our respective days. But let me say thank you guys all so much. I love it. Everything in today's mailbag was fantastic. Just wonderful. And I do, well, yeah, I do. I'm looking forward to seeing what we got going on tomorrow. So yeah, that was awkward. That's fine. That's what I do. We're gonna go with it. Continue to be awkward. And all right, let me get all this stuff put where it belongs now. And I'm gonna turn off this mic right now. I'm gonna switch it to the floor mic. That way I don't forget to do that. Talk about awkward. That should be us back with the sounds. Okay, give me a minute here, and I'll get this stuff put up. How much of this is visible? These guys are over here shredding this stuff, and are they even on the camera? They better be. Probably not. Oh man, just off camera? What a shame. Well, keep shredding. Don't stop now. Oh, hey, I wanted to mention that I got some brew cookies in the mail. It was just yesterday that I found them. And that was courtesy of Raylene and Zenithon. So I wanted to say thank you for that. And that also reminds me. We got this box that came to the house for Mailbag, which is technically opened, but I haven't really examined the contents, and we go open it tomorrow for Mailbag. So put that in the pile over here. There you go. And for now, I'm going to tuck these in the corner. This is fun. This looks like a familiar shipper. This is weird, isn't it? It's not, though. Ooh, exciting. I mean, not super familiar. Okay, there we go. Wow, this is a lot more than I thought. Tomorrow might be a long mailbag because I know I'm going to want to try to get through it all. Because I don't want people to have to keep waiting after we didn't do a mailbag last week, you know? Mailbag. Where's Drizzle? Are you Drizzle? You look like a Drizzle from here. You're not, though. You're Raindrop. Oh, you're Drizzle right here, and I just threw your toy away. Sorry. This is empty now, right? This is just stuff. Drizzle, where's your toy? Here. Drizzle. Drizzle. I hope I didn't ruin her toy by washing it. It was so filthy. I haven't seen her play with it since. It's still up. It was still in the tree where I gave it back to her.
And that was her favorite toy that she would carry with her everywhere and growl and put in the food dish and all the things that a cat does with its favorite toy. May have ruined it. May have washed the magic out. It needed to be washed though. It's like a kid with a teddy bear that it's been carrying around for so long. It's like stiff and the fur is all crusty and like you feel like you might accidentally put your eye out on it. It's that stiff. So yeah, it needed to be washed regardless. It's a shame now she doesn't want it anymore. Because I took away all the good flavor. No.